Hi, my name is Stuart Walton, and I've created this YouTube video as part of my Communication 333 Persuasion course at Old Dominion University. What I'll be reviewing in this film is the progression of motivational appeals in insurance commercials. We'll be looking at 5 specific insurance commercials that have been used over the course of several decades. Not only do the techniques that are used for the advertising, but the actual audience targeted by the companies has changed as well. So since you're already in YouTube, I'm going to ask you to open up a second browsing tab to view the videos that I'm discussing. I will give you the exact name in the search for YouTube. The first video is a very old-fashioned vintage insurance commercial. The YouTube title that you need to type in is 1980 Commercials Wausau Insurance. Now, Wausau is spelled W-A-U-S-A-U, if you were wondering. Now, pause my video, take about 30 seconds, familiarize yourself with the video that we'll be discussing, and we'll reconvene shortly. Okay, so I'm assuming you just watched and enjoyed that bit of theatrical genius. Don't we miss all those happy-go-lucky commercials? So let's look at the motivational appeals that Wausau Insurance utilized to try and convince the audience that they should, in fact, be the trusted insurance company that can be depended on when needed. So a warmth appeal is used throughout the commercial when showing people performing activities with one another. From the opening ice skating scene to the business attire wearing canoe trip, there is a sense of teamwork and bonding conveyed throughout the entire commercial. So in the book, Persuasion, Social Influence and Compliance Gaining, 5th edition, authors Gass and Cedar point out that warmth appeals work by the audience associating a service with images of being warm, caring, or friendly. In the example of this commercial, Wausau wants the audience to associate their firm with trustworthiness. Jumping ahead to 1999, we will visit a monumental moment in the history of insurance advertising. So please use your second tab to view the YouTube video titled The 1999 Geico Gecko. I will wait patiently while you view our first run-in with this little green gecko. So what we have just witnessed is a brand new technique in insurance advertising. Geico decided to use humor as a motivational appeal. They decided that they could make their audience smile, help them to remember their name, and cap it all off with a quick reminder that a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on your car insurance, all in a 15-second commercial that their work was done for the day. According to Gas Insider, ways in which humor assists persuasion are by capturing attention and increasing liking for the source. Well, that is exactly what Geico accomplished with this ad. Instead of relating insurance to something used in a difficult situation, people now associated Geico to a funny little lizard. They are familiar with the company and always hear the savings aspect at the end of the commercial. So the third video I'm going to have you watch is for Progressive Insurance. The introduction of Progressive's big push with humor in advertising is by using Flo. Now, I will pause to allow you to view Flo in all of her awe. Once again, use your second tab under YouTube and look up the title 2008 Progressive Insurance Flo Commercial. Flo, if you're wondering, is F-L-O. So Flo always brings a sense of humor to her commercials. She is relatable to her audience as she stays down to earth. She makes witty remarks. She consistently brings up the savings that Progressive brings to their customers compared to that of their competitors. So Progressive has successfully walked a very fine line with humorous appeals. They have caught their audience's attention with the humor, but not lost their credibility by coming off as less of an expert in the field of insurance, something that Gass Insider point out that can be very difficult. Like Geico, Progressive has made use of a humor appeal while still specifying the cost savings they offer to their audience. The fourth advertisement I'd like to consider is another commercial by Geico. So this one sticks out because of the target audience that was appealed to by the insurance giant. The YouTube video I need you to watch is titled Icky, which is I-C-K-Y, so Icky Woods Get Some Cold Cuts. Once again, pause my video and enjoy the hilarity that Geico has presented us with. All right, did you watch that one? Let's be honest here. Did you watch it a second time because you had forgotten just how much you loved that commercial? Don't feel bad. I did the exact same thing. Well, let's look at why this commercial was so successful. Obviously, Geico has once again used humor as a primary motivational appeal here. But the reason why I chose this specific commercial over all the other funny commercials they've produced over the years is because of the placement of this ad. Do you happen to remember when this commercial was first debuted? No, of course not. So I'll be happy to tell you. It was first shown on Thursday, September 4th, 2014. This was the first regular season game of the NFL season. So why on earth does that matter, you ask? Well, it's pretty simple. Geico wanted to maximize their comical gem that they had stumbled upon. So who better to appreciate their humor than NFL fans that are familiar with the main character, Icky Woods? So Geico continued to show this commercial all season long. It seemed like not a single game could be watched without at least seeing this commercial once, if not 2 or 3 times. So what Geico had done was used relatable humor, which according to Gas Insider integrates the humor into the content of the message. So Geico had numerous NFL fans quoting and replicating the commercial simply because of well-aimed advertisement placement. So the 5th and final video I will ask you to watch is from our friends at Farmers Insurance. So please take a moment and watch the YouTube video titled Farmers Insurance Swing Set Standoff. Okay, did you watch it? So you found it funny, shocking, and still believable because, well, it actually happened. Farmers absolutely nailed the humor appeal with this advertisement. It seems as if they followed Gas Insider's humor appeal checklist perfectly. They added gravatas at the end of their humor so the audience understood that it wasn't just a joke, it actually happened. And they had actually covered that incident. They didn't overdo their humor. They used it just enough to reveal the insane situation that their insured faced while sticking to the main point, which was they covered the incident under their insurance policy. So all of this humor in the world of insurance advertisement didn't just happen by chance. Author Joanne Kaufman details this phenomenon in her New York Times article, It Began with a Gecko, Mayhem and Flo and Peyton Ensued. So what she describes is Geico's introduction of the little green gecko in 1999 and how it changed the industry's advertisement system. She quotes Joe Alexander, who is the chief creative officer of Martin Agency, who was the creators of Geico's Gecko, as saying, "Insurance doesn't make you happy very often, so we thought that the advertising should have a smile." He later admits that today we're trying to reach a much younger, more cynical audience. So we can tell that insurance companies did in fact make a decision to alter their motivational appeals, and they did this to reach a different audience. From looking at Wild Sal's commercial, you can see it is geared towards an older audience. By the time we get all the way up to Farmers Insurance and Geico's commercials, it seems much more focused on a younger audience. So the companies realized who their target audience was, and they learned the best way to reach them was through humor. Put a little smile on their face. So kudos to you, insurance advertisers, for the hard work, and thank you for the countless laughs you have provided. This concludes my review of insurance commercials. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video.